Hello everybody, mine's GodTheClawed UK. We're back with the Zibbo Show demo. I had a fun time with this one, and a lot of you seem to be interested in it too. I would love to see if we can get some more strategy down and progress a little further into some runs. We were having some RNG issues previously. Point card, big scores. When playing a 4, +2 to its multiplier per other 4s in the column. 5s also remove 6s. Placing a 1 results in an even number of 1s. Get an extra turn. Let's try that. Extra turns can hopefully mean that we can get people out faster by not giving them a chance to play back at us, but we shall see. I will bet because I can't see any reason that you wouldn't bet. So placing 1 gives us an extra turn. Placing a third of the same number grants an extra turn. Okay. Start with a 4. They come back with a 4, but they don't knock our 4 out, which is interesting. Well then, let's knock their 4 out while lowering our exposure, or we can get these 4s to multiply together. We should probably just take the raw points, shouldn't we? Well, it's not multiply, but it's 4 and 4 plus the total of the 4s. A 5. Stick over here. A first 1. Right, they've got multiple 4s now, but we get an extra turn here. Now, let me just check. If placing a 1 results in an even number of 1s, so it doesn't have to be necessarily in the same column, but it will be, and we get that extra turn to throw out another die. We could take out these 2 4s, or we could go trip on 4s on the right-hand side. I'm gonna take out their 4s. And then hopefully, if we can just get 3 other dice down, we should be insurmountable here for scoring points. I'm going to let that 2 be. That 2's not a danger to me, I think. Well, they knock out R2, so these things happen. Let's go with the trip 4s. It's a huge amount of points. If they play anything else in that back corner, we should be fine. Or if they just don't play anything that knocks us out now, and we haven't got any 3s on the board, so that 3 can't do anything for them. What a great round. Sorry, Angela. You tried. You really did. But we win! Well done, the Zibbo Show got everything you needed to climb the higher. We get a bunch of money. Why is this scene so quiet compared to the one we were just in, huh? Right. Okay, we have $20. Loaded dice. Dice in extra turns score 3 times. Well, for every other 1 we play, we get an extra turn, so that sounds like it could be valuable. First 2 on board add total score to this die. Interesting. Faces without effects score 2x. We have a lot of faces without effects right now. And then we've got remove your dice with less points. Gain a spin on tickets. Each die removed +2 to its multiplier. Double trouble, score 2x. If multiplies with a die, +1 to both multiplier. Same parity numbers in the column. If multiplies with a die, +1 to both multiplier. Let's take this high roller. And we have a roll again, Chip. Give me a cheap spin. And then go next round. Time for the next round. Who knows what surprises we've got in store? Odds, odds. Bet 6, funds 7. See, now if I don't bet and I win, I don't get anything. If I don't bet and I lose, I guess I could get my life back on the wheel. So let's try no bet and just see how it goes. I'm just going to see if I can change the audio at all. Alright, I lowered the music volume and bits a little and took off some of the, like, the VHS hazing and stuff. A 6. Odds score 2x. But you have dice that have a couple of extra 2s and a couple of extra 3s. Okay. Well, we'll go right there then. And these high roller are great on these higher point values. Let me just check this. Oh, okay, that's the different edit types, sure. We should use this now. Just take our spin of luck ticket. And the 4, I guess I'm putting here. A 2. I'm inclined to let that 2 stay. So, I'm going to stick that over there. 3 doubles, and then they get the extra set value. That's going to hurt us a lot. But another 6, plus the 12, and then an extra 24 is huge. A first one. Put it there. I want to keep that 1 on the board because it's doing less for them than it is for us. A 3, we can knock out that pair of 3s. That'll be worthwhile to me because they're getting extra odd value. They knock off my 3. A second 1 means we take an extra turn. We will put the 4 over there to pair with that one. And then if they can just not knock anything off right now, they can't. We're going to roll this, whatever the result goes in there. And we're continuing to crush it today, which is lovely. Going better than the first time we played. You win! You're on fire. Head to the Zibbo shop and power up those dice and cards for the challenge ahead. 106 to 44. Round money, no bet money. Alright. $13 is not tons. The abilities of dies effect activate twice. Evens score 6+. 3s also removes 1s and 2s. Removes all evens from the board. Roll your die again. I kind of don't want these if our high roller is doing such good work. So let's take House Edge. And I'm kind of good with that, I think. You've come so far, and yet the real challenge is just beginning. 6 slice bonus. Bet 7, fund 6, all in. Yeah, we'll go all in. Right, what do they have? 6s score 2x, and they have a bunch of extra 6s. 2, not strong. Oh, of course. Of course they roll a 6 immediately. Wow. Brutal. Alright. The evens and extra value keep us in play. How long that's going to last for us, I don't know. That's fine. Our thing. Placing a 1 results in an even number of ones. I don't know if that's just our ones or all ones on the table. I will take the 5 into the 10 into 20. That's big for us. A 4. We could knock out their 4. But it's on a die that has loads of extra 6s on it. So maybe I don't want to do that. And if we roll a 2 on the left, we stand to gain very large from it. They knock out our 4, of course. A 6. We're just going to knock out their 6. Right, we could either get bonus out of our 6s or take out theirs for a 48-point swing. I think I will. They take out a pair of 5s. It's very rude. There's trip 2s on the left. That was incredible. And they're locked in now because they can't play another 2 in that left side column, which is good. Let's get rid of that 4. And take out R6. Honestly, I feel like I could play a bunch of 1s now just to get the extra turns for free for us. Well, there's one of them. Yeah, if we can just roll a 1, we could be okay. Well, not anymore. I will take the extra value from the pair of 4s, even though it means we can't get rid of that pair of 6s. Oh, they've filled their board, but we still have enough points. So I think we're good. I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that their board was approaching full. But indeed, we do win, even with a unfull table. Amazing play. The Zibbo shop got the boosts you need to keep dominating the game. 118 to 71. $7, 12 bet money, enemy money, skip money, and card effect money. Not sure how all of those would be funding us. Odds final score +6. Placing a third same number in a column grants an extra turn. Odds score 2x. Odds score 2x. Odds final score +6. Remove your dice with less points. Turn 3 of placed dice at random into indestructible. Alright, give me a trigger box. And a temporary shield. I have no idea how many rounds we're supposed to anticipate getting through. The stage is set. Time for the next chapter of your journey. Oh my god, how much stuff do they have? The Shadow Man. Still with light in your eyes? So innocent. I will show you the darkness. Some people were born to lose. What a waste. We should probably check out what they're doing. Removes all evens from the board. Removes opponent's max points dice. Gets an extra turn. 3s also removes 1s and 2s. Dice can remove dice from other columns. Odds are final score +6. Dice when losing score +2. Jeez. So, if we're full of 1s and 2s, any 3 is going to wipe us out, which might be good if we really need the opportunity to score higher dice. We will see. That single 1 was worth 8. Same parity numbers in this column, 2x. Stick this over here. go 4. Scores are keeping up. Amazed they didn't play that on the right column. Well, a 3 will wipe out that whole side. Max points dice removed. That's our 6. The 3 wipes out that whole column, which is rough. A 4... Sure. Another 3. 2 is not what you want to see. We somehow need to get a lot of their points off the board, I think. That helps. Because as we've learned, they can fill up their side. If they can't have more score than us when their side fills, we still win. They take an extra turn. That's very rude. Like, if I could roll a 6 right now... Oh my god. Dude! What am I supposed to do with that? We need to take their dice off the board, because we can't let them finish the game. They're out of chips now. So, that's something. We need some 3s. That's not one. We really need a 3. Oh, we got it. Right, left side knocks out 2. But these are already got extra bonuses on, so we're going to go this side. Take out those 3s. That was a big roll for us. Oh look, another 3 that they then don't fill up the edge with. 6 can go behind a 6. That'll score lots of points. If I could roll one more 6, I think we could win just with those trip 6s. The 4, we have to knock out one of their 4s. We have to stop them from ending this game on their terms. A 2. This 2 is just scoring 2 points, which is fine, except whatever they roll next, they've got more points than us, so we have to take it out. If I could just roll a 6, I'd be so happy. Right, this guy's shielded now. Oh my god! What's that worth to me? And we take an extra turn. Huge. Alright, even if they finish the game, which they're about to do by the looks of it, we should still win, I hope. 168 to 138. Crushed it. Not bad, rookie. But don't think this is over. The shadows always catch you sooner or later. Don't even think about escaping. When you understand what lies in the darkness, you will only feel terror for your victories. Thank you very much for playing the demo of the Zibbo Show. The show ends here for you. Say goodbye to Zibbo. You have been very useful to the system. Thanks for playing. You've reached the end of the demo. Full show awaits. Alright, that was a good run, and it was nice to see some other synergy stuff. And for you, the audience, don't worry, Zibbo will be back with more surprises, more letters, more rounds, and an increasingly improved program on The Zibbo Show. Are they still dismembering me even though I won? That's very rude. I take a personal offense to that. For now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.